Namaste. So a cheeky little bum strengthener with a stretch, doing it on all fours, and also a stronger sequence in dog down. So let's make a start from your all fours position. Top of the feet grounded, really think about the circumference of the palm of the hands being glued, as well as the underside of the fingers. Just start with a really lovely cat-cow. So you breathe out, the back rounds, you breathe in, you either come to neutral or you lengthen the heart forwards. So you just decide what the back is welcoming. I often like to stay in this flex position, and I breathe into the back of the body and I shift my weight back. I breathe out here, and then on that next inhalation I move forwards and I lengthen my breastbone forwards as the sit bones turn up. I'm going to do that one more time because I really enjoy it. Breathing out, I breathe into the back body, I shift the weight back, my hands become lighter on the mat. Exhaling here, so that this inhalation, I draw myself forwards. It's as though I feel as though my hands were on roller skates and they just draw back towards my knees a little bit. So find that nice long neutral spine, ground through the top of the right foot, the hands, pick up that left foot, little baby pulses, really getting to the center of the glute. So the glute maximus, contracting, releasing. So a really good tone, don't sag the belly down, draw up through the pelvic floor. You'll feel that little lift of the belly towards the spine. And then we bring the knee in and we open to the side. So we're now getting the outside of the bum, the outside of the hip. Your body will want to tip more to the right side again. Try and keep that weight as even as you can across both hands. Lovely. And now we really need to stretch the bum. I'm going to bring my right lower leg, turn it in, and then I can cross left knee behind right knee. I push my weight back, and then I can come up, open the leg to the side, crossing, pushing back. So this is Gomukhasana legs. And you don't need to work between that strengthening the outside of the hip and stretching. You can just hold this stretch. What's quite nice if you're holding the stretch is to come out and to come back in. Coming out, dropping down. Lovely. And of course, we need to do that to the other side. So I just spin around. You know always that you can add in that undulation. So nice to do. Ground through the hands, ground through that top of the left foot, picking up the right foot. When you pulse up, don't drop down, don't bend the elbows at all. So you stay nice and straight, shoulders slide down the back, elbows are soft but not locked, and you really think about the center of the glute, the center of the buttock. That's what's squeezing to lift the foot up. And you've got tone through the pelvic floor, so you're zipping up is what is sometimes what's engaging the pelvic floor is referred to. That means that you're closing the space between the tailbone and the pubic bone. You narrow and you draw up. As you do that, you'll feel the front of the belly moving back towards the spine. Lovely. And then we close the knees and we open. Closing, opening. This can be quite strong on the wrists. So you can always step the wrists a little further forwards, and you'll feel that that will take some of the pressure out of the arms and out of that compression in the wrist joint. And you always stop if you need to. So I'm going to wait here and I'm going to bring that lower leg in, and I cross right knee behind left knee and I sit back. And just for a couple of times, I'll do that moving flow where I'm still working the outer hip. And then I'm going to stay in that nice cross, but I'm going to sit back and come out. Sitting back, stretching through the glutes, the outer hip. It feels so lovely. And know that you can obviously come to stillness here. Have a little pause, take the breath into the back body. Lovely. Calming out. And you can always sit back. I quite like to ask my students to make a tent with their fingers. And you can drop down, forehead to the floor, to a block, or just let the head hang back of the neck long. And we're just doing this just to catch our breath, but also we've spent a lot of time like that on the wrists, and now we're just going the other way, just to stretch what's been compressed. So know that you can always put your knees down. We're just raising the tempo a little bit. So we're gonna raise up from the earth, so that tests your balance. It strengthens your core more, so the toes are tucked. You're on the big toe hinges, so the inner ankles work towards one another. Hands again, you feel a bit like a salamander, you know, they're really sucking down to your mat, and you press the hands back. I like to look forwards and I slide my shoulder blades down the back, and I press into my toes and my hands, and I really zipped up strongly in the pelvic floor. And I keep looking up as the sit bones look up. And I breathe in, my heart forward, my sit bones up, my heels dropping down. And then on the exhalation, I just release my head. There's a softening going on. Lovely. So, right leg picks up, keep that left knee down. Those little pulses. Knowing, of course, that you can put the left knee to the floor, and I would untuck the toes, putting the top of the foot back down. So you've got those lovely little pulses. From these little pulses, we're going to start to circle in that hip, bringing mobility into the hip joint. And then we're going to, as we breathe out, that knee comes in, we shift the weight into plank. And then we push back and we circle that hip. And you'll really feel it working strongly through your core, through your arms. But that lovely release and opening to the side body and into the hip. Lovely. And then this time we come forward, we're going to step that foot forwards in space. Ground through that left foot, so the foot's turned out. Breathe in, draw yourself forwards. As you breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, rolling yourself up. Lovely. Breathe in, think about just drawing the feet a little towards one another. That will lift you up from the earth. Exhale, float the arms up. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, nice big arm circle. Interlink the hands, breathe in, lift the heart up. The tailbone is long, it drops down to the earth. Breathing out, forward folding inside that bent leg. Come up, opening the heart, tailbone long, core strength, so drawing up through pelvic floor. Releasing. Inhale, if you want to, that leg could straighten, but do think about tucking strongly under, zipping up strongly through pelvic floor. And this time, release, undoing the hands. So you step back to your dog down. Breathing out here, coming through a big wave into plank. Breathing in, breastbone forwards. If you wanted to, you would drop your hips. Breathing out, lower to the earth. No knees could be to the floor. Inhale, lengthen forwards. exhale, pressing the earth away, pushing the body back. Have a little rest here if you wanted to, or we repeat that straight to that left side. Right heel heavy, picking up that left leg, pulsing, think about the center glute. Do really drop that right heel down and slide the shoulder blades down the back. That's it. And then that nice big circling within that hip joint. And then we take this into a plank, knee comes in, big wave forwards, come back, really feel the opening through the side body. So this will be waking you up, it's certainly waking me up. And then this time, that left foot steps forwards. So I'm just going to spin around so that you can see me in a different angle, not always looking at my bottom. So you've landed here. Inhale, open the heart forwards. And exhale, rolling up. So you can see this positioning of my legs. That back leg is straight, the foot's turned in. The front knee is bent and the knee looks directly forwards. And the tailbone is long. So don't close through the lower back. Nice long tailbone. There's that drawing together of the feet. You can see that my body lifts up a little bit. You'll feel it coming to the inner thighs up through pelvic floor. So what we're not doing is hanging. We are using our foundation. It's a strong standing posture. On the exhalation, to keep the shoulders down, we use the exhale. So it's just a gentle arm float. Then the inhale, breathe into the breastbone, open up. Exhale, nice big arm circle. Hands interlink, or you can have the hands to the lower back. You breathe in again to breastbone, into ribs, open up, think tailbone long, and then you fold forward. So this is waterfall warrior. You can always straighten that leg if you want to, so just do what feels right. Bowing down to Mother Earth. Opening our heart to the heavens. When you're practicing this, smile, laugh. It's meant to feel good. Lovely. And then this time you're going to release the hands down. You step back. Last vinyasa. So we flow forward. So breathe out, flowing forwards. Breathing in, heart forwards. If you wanted to, the hips could drop. And then on the exhalation, lowering down. Breathing in, lengthen the heart forwards. Breathing out, pressing up. Maybe add that inhalation, heart forwards. You might want to come into upward facing dog. And then the exhale pushes you back to dog down. Now some people find dog down really restful. So this might be your closing posture. Or some people find it very strong. So, because the arms have been forward, maybe bring them out to the side or by the side of the body. This, Balasana child posture might be your resting pose. And you just rest until you feel the heart, the breath return back to its nice, natural, relaxed state. And I'm hoping that you'll feel that you've worked your glutes, definitely arms, definitely core, but maybe it's woken you up. You feel more revitalized. So we can use yoga postures in a variety of ways. And when I teach, my aim is always to balance the class. So it's not all gentle and opening. There's plenty of that because I love it. But equally, there's a stronger component
and you join in and do it, or you choose not to. Namaste. I hope to see you in class very soon.